What's up, guys? I am Jacquelyn from actionjacquelyn.com, and today I am showing you how to kick up into handstand. I am giving you a step-by-step tutorial of everything that's going on in my mind, all the different techniques and tips that I know and I have learned along the way that will help you advance your inversion practice. If you want to join the challenge and you're not in it yet, definitely click the I button here or the link below in the description box. Start from the beginning and I'll see you there. All right, get your mat out. Make sure you have a nice sturdy wall and we'll get started. All right, let's start with your mat up against the wall because we're going to eventually kick up to the wall. And that's the safest way to start if you don't have anyone to spot you. So right now we're going to use the wall as our spot. Make sure it's a sturdy wall and not a glass door or a glass, anything glass like a mirror or whatever. Make sure that it's a sturdy wall. Okay, so we're going to first start in plank pose. I want you to begin in plank so that you understand where your shoulders are in relation to your wrists. Your hands are spread wide, fingers are spread wide. You're pressing through your first finger and thumb, and you have a nice strong plank. Good. So this is a really good foundation pose. If you feel weak or fatigued in this pose very easily and quickly, I would recommend really strengthening up your high plank pose before jumping into a handstand, okay? So here the arms are super strong. You should feel a nice engagement in the upper arm bones, meaning that there's a slight squeezing happening between the upper arms so that your chest engages. So now we're going to walk our feet up, place the right foot on the ground, and lift the left leg up. Now I want you to lift the left leg up mindfully, meaning that you're going to pay attention to what you're doing with that back leg. So I want you to put your attention in the back leg. I want you to really extend straight out through the left heel. Feel like you're actually kicking someone behind you. Pull up the lower belly. Arms are super straight and strong. This is what's holding you. If you jump up and you bend your knee or you bend your arms, then of course you're going to fall down. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that your arms are strong enough to do this. So keep your arms super straight right here. And I just want you to feel this feeling of having the shoulders over the wrists. And if this is your first time doing this, you're probably going to feel like you're too far forward, and that's probably where you need to be. It's also helpful if you're in front of a mirror or something so you can see where your shoulders are in relation to your wrists. So hold this position here. Feel the shoulders over the wrist. Feel the back leg super strong, okay? So kick through the leg, engage the quad of that that extended leg, and extend through the heel. Good, so this is your starting position to kick, all right? So I'm tired from just holding it and explaining it to you, but it's super important to really feel what that feels like. So let's try it one more time. I'm going to walk you through all the cues. Then we'll begin to kick up, okay? So since we're going to begin to kick up, I'm going to go a little bit closer to the wall. You probably want to be, a little bit closer than arm's distance. So I'm going to go about halfway in between arm's distance. So place the hands down. Bend the right knee. So I see a lot of people also kick up from back here. Right? So that's way too far. So bring the shoulders over the wrist, bring the foot in, make sure that it's not too far away, and lift that top leg up. And I want you to really kick out through that heel. Good. Now really keep the arms straight and strong. Believe that you can do this. Bend that standing leg. Keep that back leg straight. And all I want you to do is think about the top leg reaching up straight. So it's going to look like this. You're just going to press up. That's it. So I want you to just think about that leg shooting straight up, really long, really strong, kicking out through the heel, okay? So don't think about trying to touch the wall yet. Just think of the top leg, all right? So bend that standing leg, make sure the shoulders are over the wrist, kick out through that heel, bend the standing leg, kick up, press up through that heel. Maybe you catch a little air time, maybe you don't. Good. So now the second step to this is what to do with the other leg. So the other leg is going to be in this L position. So then you want to also, as soon as it kicks up off of the floor, to extend through that leg. So the legs have to be super strong. Same thing with the arms. They have to be working and engaged, and you can't let one part of it go. So it's a fully integrated position, meaning that the body is moving as one unit. You're not forgetting about another part of the body. So that's why this is just, it really takes practice and muscle memory, because the more you do it, the more the body knows, okay, I have to turn my arms on, my legs on, and my core on, all at the same time. You don't have to think about it anymore, okay? So I want you to just practice here, shoulders over wrists, bend that standing leg, kick through that back heel. Remember, arms are straight, they're supporting you, believe that you can do it. Kick up high up to the sky, and then immediately extend the right leg. Extend, extend, extend. Engage the quads, feel the energy reaching out through the heels, pull the lower belly in, straighten the arms even more. Good, and then maybe, if you're ready, you can bring the legs all the way back to the wall. Good, let's come on down. So we'll try that again. But I want you to think first about the L position before thinking of trying to kick to the wall. I feel like when people just get used to kicking to the wall, they don't really understand the body mechanics that are needed to hold the handstand. So it's going to take you a lot longer if you just always kick up to the wall and let the wall do all the work for you. Remember, first kick the leg up, straight up towards the sky. The other leg immediately shoots out. Then you can begin to kick the leg up and over, okay? So let's try that all together again. Shoulders are over the wrists, bending the standing. Actually, let's switch the legs since we haven't done the left side yet. Bend the standing leg. Reach out through that heel. Pull the lower belly in. Arms are strong. Shoulders are over wrists. Fingers are spread out wide, and you're kicking out through that heel. And I want you to imagine that heel just floating and kicking up towards the ceiling. Good. Here we go. And kick it up, and then place the feet on the wall. Try to walk your hands a little bit closer in. If that's too scary for you, then come on down and restart the whole thing with the hands closer to the wall. Okay, so I'll restart it here again too. Shoulders are over wrists. You're going to be a little compromised here because you're right up against the wall, but that's okay. So kick the right heel out and then kick it up. Once you're up here, it's super important to not just hang out in your back. Okay, no banana backs. Push up. Let's start with the finger.
Press into the first finger and thumb knuckles.
Then you want to feel up through the forearms, up through the upper arm bones. Externally rotate the shoulders. Engage the serratus. Protract the shoulders. Draw the navel in, ribs in. Hug the outer glutes in. So squeeze that booty. Inner thighs squeeze together. Ankles are together. Heels are pressing into the wall. And you're reaching out through those heels. Hold it for 3, hold it for 2, hold it for 1, come on down. Whew, that is a lot of information. So we're going to try that one more time, and I'm going to talk you through everything again once you're in handstand, okay? Because there's so much that goes into it, and again, it's an integration. The whole body is working as a unit. You keep practicing it, and it gets easier and easier. So start with the shoulders over the wrists. Fingers are spread out wide. You're pressing through your first finger and thumb. Make sure that when you're kicking out through this heel, you're engaging the entire leg. You're kicking up with a strong leg. Pull the lower belly in. Kick up. First find that L, then come up to the wall. Nice. Walk the hands in if they're too far. Spread the fingers out wide, press through the first finger and thumb. Lift up through the forearms. Externally rotate the shoulders. Good. Knit the ribs together. Draw the belly in. Squeeze the outer glutes together. Squeeze the inner thighs together, ankles together. And press the heels into the wall. And I like to flex the feet because that helps me to engage my legs more. Good. Hold it for 3. Keep reminding yourself of all the little cues. 2, 1, come on down. Nice. So I want you to work your way up to holding that handstand against the wall. My own personal practice, I've been doing 1.5 minutes I rest for 30 seconds, and then I go back on for another minute and a half. So that helps me to create a lot of strength. The entire time that I'm holding it, I'm thinking about all those cues, because when you get tired, you start to sink in the shoulders, you start to sink in the back, you start to get the banana back. So I want you to find your max, whatever that is. Maybe it's 3 seconds, maybe it's 5 seconds. It does not matter. And if you're up for it tomorrow, I want you to add another second into it. And then the next day you add another second. And then the next day you add another second. Okay? So for this entire challenge, I think it'd be really fun to try to find your max, and let's see how far we can go. If you're not ready for handstand yet, then you can do max holds in forearm stand, or you can do a max hold in headstand as well. All right? And if you're not ready for any of that yet, then ignore it. Come back to this video when you're ready, and then challenge yourself. Try to hold a max time in these inversions and work your way up every single day. All right, good. So we're going to try the L hop one more time off of the wall, just because I want you to feel what it feels like to hop without the wall, if you're ready. So place those hands down. Shoulders are going to come over the wrists, and we're going to kick that leg out. Remember, the leg is super strong. Bend that standing leg. Shoulders are over wrists. Pull the belly in, and I want you to just float that leg up and feel like you're kicking the ceiling, and kick the opposite leg out, and just hold the L here. Maybe you can hold, maybe you can start to bring the legs together, but that comes after you get that L position. Good, and then maybe switch the legs on the way down. Good. Let's try that one more time on the other side. So shoulders are over wrists. Kick that leg out. Super strong. Once I understood that, my whole practice changed, because I realized that I was just kind of flying up here, kind of hoping for the best, or I was like opening up my my hips, and I was kind of flailing all over the place, just hoping for the best once I got up there. And trust me, it doesn't work that way. You have to set up this foundation. You have to be aware of what's going on in the legs and all the way out through the heels. Okay, so shoulders are over the wrist. Kick through that back leg and keep the hips square. Because if your hips are open, then you have to do all this work in trying to square them back off. So keep this position here, kick out through the leg, shoulders over wrists, find the L position first. And immediately once you pick up the other leg, kick it out. Extend through the leg. Maybe you can bring it all the way up to handstand. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Use the fingers, squeeze the glutes. Good, and then you can slowly come on down. Whew. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't signed up for the 7-day handstand challenge, it's a total inversion challenge. Definitely sign up with the link or this I button right here. I have a link below in the description. I'm Action Jacquelyn. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.